Hey guys, Brandon here with Exotic Cars 19, and I find myself in the Porsche Carrera GT right after the 918 review. So again, huge thanks to Porsche Central Austin for letting me come out here and film these cars. As always, the link in the description to where you guys can browse their inventory, go online, and check them out there. But without further ado, again, no introduction really needed for the Carrera GT, but we'll give it to it anyways. Just go over some quick facts here. 1,270 produced, and it's crazy to think about that they started at $440,000 when they were new, but now they easily sell for anywhere from $600 to $800. So quite a special car to be in. And in my opinion, even at that price, there's something to be spoken for of that value, because we're seeing a lot of these cars, the naturally aspirated manual transmission hypercars, go for crazy money now. And the fact that this one's still well under $1 million, I think is pretty crazy. Anyways, weighs 3,043 pounds, uses the 5.7 liter naturally aspirated V10, and makes for a glorious sound, as you guys well know. I can only imagine hearing that sound with the removable roof as well. Anyway, that makes for more than just great sound, 605 horsepower, 435 pound-feet of torque. As I mentioned, 6-speed manual, kind of a dying art, but found here in the Carrera GT, I think making it really, really desirable in the market, why it's selling for near double the original MSRP. Anyway, carbon ceramic brakes, or carbon fiber reinforced silicon carbide. All this means that 0 to 60 happens in 3.5 seconds, has a top speed of 205 miles an hour. It'll do the quarter mile in 11.1 seconds at 133.4 miles an hour. And just reading some of those numbers, it's crazy to think we're talking about a car that's over a decade old, and especially doesn't look it either. Even parked right next to the Porsche 918, its successor, it still holds its own, but they complement each other quite nicely. Speaking of the successor, the 918, it's crazy to compare the two of them, especially side by side here. From the outside, it's cool to see what a little over a decade can do in design, but the cars themselves really couldn't be any more different. The Carrera GT is that analog car that kind of wants to bite you, where the 918, they really showcased everything that Porsche has with its four-wheel drive, four-wheel steering, hybrid technology, and that kind of shows where the car is. So this kind of, the Carrera GT is kind of a skipped beat in Porsche. I think the proper successor to the, or predecessor to the 918 is probably the 959, versus this was just Porsche being crazy, and I think that's why we like the Carrera GT so much. So that's pretty much everything I wanted to cover. Just sat inside the Carrera GT though. It's quite a special place to be, and that goes without saying. Sat in it for a few minutes just making this video, and the bolstering, first impressions, is quite tight, but should be, especially for a car like this, doing the things it can on track or wherever. But just a great interior, and doesn't really show its age too much. Well, hopping out the 918, that's such a radical car on its own, looking into the future, but this doesn't look a decade old at all. One of the cool things about the Carrera GTs is the wood on the top of the shift lever, but just overall, you are just surrounded by either metal, bare gloss carbon. It's just a special place. Speaking of the gear lever there, it's incredibly high compared to most cars. You could literally touch the steering wheel and the gear lever with one hand. It's that uptight and close. So it kind of gives you, especially with the bolstering and the seats, it's like just sitting in it, not even driving or riding in it. You could just tell what this car is all about. It's about the driver, and the driver's got to be awake to drive this one. Anyway, again, big thanks to Porsche Central of Austin. Again, check the description. All their inventory and online information will be found there. But that just about does it for this video. Thank you guys so much for watching, and have a great day.